So you're diving into wholesaling, learning how to find motivated sellers and lock up profitable deals. You're eager to land your first deal. I mean, it's so close you could taste it. But this one nagging thought keeps coming up for you. If I get a property under contract, how do I find a buyer for it? Who will actually buy it? Well, if this is you, you're not alone. Many new wholesalers share this same concern. The fear of locking up a deal only to be stuck without a cash buyer is real. Without a solid, ready, willing, and able cash buyer, your deal and your potential profit is dead. Well, in this video, I'm revealing the top 6 ways to find cash buyers for your wholesale deals. These are the exact strategies I use in my business, and they're 100% easy and beginner friendly. Also, as a bonus, I'm going to be sharing the #1 habit that successful wholesalers use to build a rock solid buyers list. So let's lock in. Welcome to the Wholesaling Freedom channel, where I teach you exactly how I quit my 9-to-5 and built a successful wholesaling business, and how you can do it too. If you're new here, my name is Ralph, and I quit the rat race to become a full-time real estate entrepreneur, and my goal on this channel is to help you do the same thing. Alright, so you have a deal, and now it's time to find a buyer so you can get paid. But before we get into my 6 proven strategies to find cash buyers, it's very important to first understand who cash buyers are. They typically fall into 3 main categories. Number 1, flippers. Now these are investors who buy properties, renovate them, and then immediately resell them for a profit. Number 2, buy and hold investors. These are investors who purchase properties to rent out and generate passive income. And number 3, these are your BRRRR investors, or BRRRR. These investors are a bit of a hybrid of both flippers and buy and hold investors. These investors buy property, they rehab it or fix it up, rent it out to tenants, and then refinance to pull out all the initial cash they put down when they first bought the property. And then lastly, they repeat the process to build a rental portfolio without any of their own cash invested in the deal. Now, there are other kinds of buyers. You have those that are buying to operate an Airbnb. You have buyers who are institutional buyers, or maybe hedge fund buyers or 1031 buyers. But for the most part, as a new wholesaler, these 3 buyers are the top 3 that you'll encounter. Now, each of these 3 buyers has different criteria, so understanding their investment needs will help you match your deals more effectively. Alright, so here are the top 6 proven ways to find cash buyers. Number 1, and I say this a lot on this channel, but it's the best way to advance your career as a real estate entrepreneur, and that is networking. Attend local real estate networking events. Now, these networking events are gold mines for meeting active investors. But here's the thing, a lot of new wholesalers have a fear of going to events, especially if you're introverted. But there is no other substitution for this. So if you're an introvert, I would suggest you maybe go with a friend or family member to make it a little easier. I would also suggest reading The Introvert's Edge to Networking. It's a phenomenal book by Matthew Pollard. One of the most simplest ways to get rid of fear or anxiety you may have about going to networking events and meeting people in person is to prepare for these events before going to them. Now, here's one thing you could do really quickly before attending your first or your next networking event, and this is talked about in the book. Craft a personal introduction. All you have to do is develop a concise and compelling way to present yourself. Now, this is a short sentence or 2 about you and what you're looking to do. Something as simple as, "Hi, my name is Ralph. I'm a new wholesaler in this market looking to land my first deal. It's a pleasure to meet you. What do you do?" Going to these events is the best place to meet active cash buyers, as well as other wholesalers, lenders, realtors, and more. If you're serious about building a successful real estate wholesaling business, you have to make it a goal to attend at least 1 event per month. Meet cash buyers in person, engage in conversations, and exchange contact information. And the last thing is follow up with these potential buyers on a regular basis. Easy way to find local events in your area is to go to eventbrite.com or meetup.com and search real estate investor networking events in your area or market. When you meet cash buyers, let them know you're a new wholesaler and you're actively searching for deals and would love to send it to them. Then exchange contact information with them and add them to your list of buyers. Now, you can either use a Google spreadsheet or a paid email marketing platform or a CRM to save their information. And this is how you'll begin to build a nice, big, healthy buyers list. All right, number 2, leverage Facebook groups. Join real estate investment groups specific to your market. Now, this is as simple as searching your city name and the words real estate investors, and just join every group you could find. Once you're in the group, go through the members list and add everybody as a friend, and then send them a personalized message. Something as simple as, "Hi, my name is Ralph. I'm a local wholesaler in blank city. I come across a lot of off-market deals regularly. Are you currently looking for investment properties?" Now, something that's important to mention here is before you start messaging people, make sure to add them as a friend first. If Facebook catches you messaging a bunch of people that you're not friends with, they may flag your account as spam. Also, I wouldn't recommend posting on the Facebook group itself. Now, this used to be easier back in the day, but nowadays there are a lot of scammers on there, and you really want to connect with people that are real buyers and not somebody in some other country that's trying to scam people. Once you start a conversation with them, make sure to exchange contact information, their phone number, their email, and then add them to your Google spreadsheet or whatever system you decide to use for building your buyers list. This direct approach could help you quickly and easily expand your buyers list. Number 3, utilize batch leads for targeted searches, or what we usually refer to in the wholesaling world as reverse engineering. If you have a specific deal that you're already under contract for and you're trying to find a buyer quickly, and if you have a batch leads account, you can literally put in the address of the property you have under contract in batch leads. And batch leads has preset filters that will show you cash buyers who recently bought deals near the property you have under contract. Now, this is a game changer. Once you have these properties, more than likely the investors who bought them would have used an LLC to buy the properties. So your next step will be to now identify the LLC owners. Best way to do this is to go to opencorporates.com and find the owners and then skip trace them using True People Search. But if you're already using batch leads, then you can actually just save and skip trace your list right in batch leads, because batch leads can also skip trace LLCs. All right, your next step will then be to call the buyer directly and then sell that deal. It's actually very simple. Just call them and say this: "Hey, my name is Ralph. I saw that you recently bought a property at 123 Main Street. It's a beautiful flip. I really like what you did there. I'm actually a wholesaler. I have another property under contract at 456 Main Street. Wanted to know if you'd be interested in that deal." If you don't have batch leads, go to wholesalingfreedomacademy.com/data or click the link in the description and you'll get a free 7-day trial of batch leads. All right, number 4, partner with experienced wholesalers in your market. Collaborate with seasoned wholesalers in your market who already have established buyers lists. These wholesalers can help you find a buyer quickly. Now you can either split your assignment fee with them or allow them to add their fee on top of yours if there's still meat on the bone. It's a win-win situation for everybody. Just make sure you vet the wholesalers you find, because a lot of people on Facebook or a lot of people will say they're wholesalers, but they actually don't have solid buyers lists. So you want to make sure that the wholesaler you decide to work with is somebody who's reliable, trustworthy, and that they operate with integrity, and they can show you receipts of deals that they've previously done. Number 5, identify active rehabbers in your area. Now, this is another method of driving for dollars, but instead of looking for properties, you want to drive around the neighborhood where you have deals or where you're actively looking for deals and look for properties that are currently under renovation. If you see contractors working on a property, ask them who the investor is. Tell them you're a wholesaler and you're working on getting more deals in this area, and see if they will be willing to share their investors' contact information with you. Once you have the investor's information, reach out and make a connection. Now, the contractors that are working on that property will be more than happy to share this information with you, because if they bring their investor another deal, the investor will more than likely use that same contractor to fix it up. So it keeps them working as well as helps you find the top buyers in your area. Again, it's a win-win situation for everybody. All right, last but not least, number 6, connect with property management companies and property management firms that work closely with buy and hold investors. Reach out to these companies and ask them if they have clients looking to expand their portfolios, or go on Zillow and search the for rent listings in your area or market. If you see a property management company has listed this property for rent, call them and make a connection. I remember my second deal, I met a woman at a real estate meetup event who had a property that she wanted to sell because her tenant was a headache. Now, this property wasn't even really close to where I was wholesaling directly, and I already had started building up a buyers list in my particular area. So I had to go out and find a buyer in a whole new city that I had no buyers in. So what I did is I Googled all the property managers in this particular town and I called them one by one. One of the property managers I called was actually a buyer who owned a property management management company. He bought that deal from me and I made $5,000. Building relationships with these property management companies can lead to repeat buyers. All right, if you stayed watching to this point in the video, here are some pro tips for building and maintaining your cash buyers list. Consistency is key. Make it a habit to add new buyers to your database weekly. If you make it a goal to add 10 new buyers to your list every week and stick to that goal, when you land your first deal, you won't have any trouble selling it. And even after your first deal, if you stick with that goal and consistently over time continue to add 10 new buyers to your list every week, over time, you're gonna have a jacked buyers list. Next, engage regularly. Reach out to your buyers periodically, even if you don't have a deal. Let them know that you're still on the hunt for deals and confirm that they're still actively buying and that their criteria hasn't changed. Ask them specifics about their buy box, like what kind of deals are they looking for and what profit do they usually go after, what areas do they like the most, and so on. Now, this keeps you focused on finding the right deals with the right profit margins and the right buyers in mind. Lastly, treat your buyers the way you treat your sellers. Understand that you have to put the same care and attention you give to sellers to your buyers. You can't just only mass email or mass text people when you have a deal. Personal phone calls and personal text messages are keys to building real rapport and real relationships with your cash buyers. Remember, they're a key part of your deal. Without cash buyers, your deal is basically dead. Lastly, use a CRM. A Google spreadsheet is great, but there are also many free or low-cost CRMs and databases that can help you keep your buyers list clean, neat, and organized, with notes on their preferences and past interactions in order to optimize your business. Platforms like MailChimp, HubSpot, SendPulse have either free or low-cost starter packs that can help you begin to efficiently build your cash buyers list. All right, so that's it, guys. Those are the top 6 ways I find buyers. I speak at a lot of events, and the first question I'm usually asked by new wholesalers is, how do you find cash buyers? Where do I find a cash buyer? Well, I've just given you 6 proven ways that I use in my business to find cash buyers, and the number one way to effectively build your buyers list is to make it a goal to at least add 10 new buyers every week. Finding cash buyers is an ongoing process that requires dedication and consistency. If you implement these 6 strategies and maintain regular communication, you'll build a big, healthy buyers list that can help you close deals faster and more efficiently. And the biggest thing here is, as you build your list of cash buyers, it'll give you the confidence you need to go out and talk to motivated sellers and find deals, because you'll know 100% that you have a big, healthy, robust list of cash buyers who are hungry and waiting to devour your deals. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of the content we're putting out. And I'll see you guys on the next video.